Inside the dark yet majestic throne room of the Underworld, Hades sits on a throne of obsidian and bone. His loyal three-headed dog, Cerberus, lies at his side, ever watchful. Blue ethereal fire casts a haunting light throughout the hall, its flickering glow accentuating the shadows that dance along the black marble pillars. Red crystals glow eerily from the walls, their light adding a sinister hue to the atmosphere. Beyond a grand archway, rivers of souls flow in an endless stream, their ethereal forms whispering tales of mortal lives once lived. They drift silently, forming a ghostly current that seems to be pulled toward an unseen destination. Hades, the ruler of this realm, sits with a solemn authority that commands respect and fear. A crown of darkness, seemingly suspended by unseen threads, floats above his head, symbolizing his power and responsibility. His eyes, deep as the abyss, survey the hall with a sense of introspection. Here in his domain, Hades is both warden and overseer, tasked with maintaining the balance between life and death. He is fair, yet firm, his decisions final, and his justice impartial. As the souls drift by, Hades reflects on the nature of his existence, understanding the isolation that comes with his throne. Despite the grandeur of his palace, he embraces his role, knowing that the order of all things hinges upon his unwavering rule. His mind is occupied by the rumblings of the surface world and memories of defiance. The echoes of rebellion, love, and tragedy resonate here, forever imprinted on the fabric of his realm. He senses the approach of an emissary, Persephone, the queen of the underworld, his wife. Her presence, though cyclical, brings a warmth that transcends the cold shadows surrounding him. With her arrival, Hades allows himself a moment of hope, for even in the depths of the underworld, love finds a way to thrive. Together, they manage the complexities of their kingdom, drawing strength from each other to face the challenges and questions that eternity poses. As Hades rises to meet her, he knows that despite the pervasive darkness, his throne and the spirits of the underworld will remain steadfast under their reign. In the realm of the dead, where the living dare not tread, Hades stood at the edge of the river Styx. His presence was commanding, enveloped in the shadows and whispers that shrouded the underworld. The air was thick with an ominous silence, interrupted only by the faint wails of the restless shades. Clad in robes of deep indigo, Hades' features were obscured by the hood that draped over his face, leaving only his piercing eyes visible, eyes that seemed to hold the weight of every soul ever lost. In his hand, Hades wielded a staff of silver and ash, an instrument of divine authority. With it, he guided the spirits who meandered aimlessly, their outlines glowing dimly in the raw gloom of the underworld. Nearby, Charon, the mysterious ferryman, went about his eternal task. His boat sliced silently through the dark waters of the Styx, under a sky stained blood red. Charon's silhouette was barely perceptible against the eternal night, his quiet efficiency unmatched as he ushered the souls across, one by one. In the distance, beyond the ferryman's route, lay the halls where the judges of the dead held court. Grand and formidable, they sat in silent vigilance. Their spectral scales poised to weigh the lives of those who had passed beyond the veil. Here, mortal deeds were scrutinized, virtues praised, and sins condemned. The judges, ethereal beings of righteousness, tended to their solemn duty with cold precision, pursuing pure, unwavering justice. The spirits moved like shadows, a dim echo of their living selves. They carried the remnants of their personalities in every ethereal breath, their stories revealed through the flickers of their fading forms. Hades, the keeper of balance, remained a watchful guardian amid this divine judgment. The eerie atmosphere pulsed with the gravity of fate and consequence. He personified the equilibrium between mortality and immortality, holding steady the unseen strands that knit the tapestry of all that was, ever is, and ever shall be. In this realm, time flowed differently. Fate danced a complex waltz choreographed by destiny. Through the eyes of Hades, the cycle continued, souls arriving, judged, then departing into the eternal unknown, the balance maintained by eternal vigilance. In the depths of the underworld, where the air was thick with ancient secrets and shadows danced along the cold stone walkways, an enchanted garden lay hidden from mortal eyes. This was the place where trees glowed in eternal twilight, and vines crept over crumbling columns, as if trying to reclaim the forgotten past. Persephone, the captivating daughter of Demeter, walked gracefully beside Hades, the enigmatic ruler of the underworld. Her footsteps made no sound on the garden path, but flowers sprang to life in her wake, their colors vibrant against the somber backdrop. A gentle, haunting light hung around the couple, providing warmth in a place known for its chill. As they strolled, Persephone's hand brushed against a pomegranate tree, its fruits glowing faintly in the dimness. She paused and reached out, her fingers curling around the smooth surface of a ripe pomegranate. In that suspended moment, Hades turned to her, catching her gaze. Their eyes locked, and in the silent language that only two souls entwined could understand, they shared a timeless connection. It was a bond forged not from words, but from the essence of who they were, a goddess and a god, powerful yet vulnerable, isolated yet together. Hades, though a fearsome figure to the world above, showed tenderness in his gesture as he reached toward Persephone, as if drawn by an invisible thread. He was a king who commanded the dead, yet here he was captivated by the life in her eyes, the light she brought into his realm of shades. She broke the pomegranate open, and the seeds, crimson and glistening, seemed to pulse with a heartbeat of their own. Legends spoke of their forbidden nature, yet Persephone's choice was driven by something deeper, something more profound than the old tales could convey. Together, they stood amidst blooming flowers and coiling vines, a moment not meant for mortals to witness, but perhaps not for the gods either. It was a delicate balance of power and grace, love and restraint. In the heart of the underworld, where darkness and light choose to meet, Hades and Persephone found their own form of eternity. What was forbidden became sacred, and in that precious, fleeting instant, the world shifted, allowing their love to silently defy the bounds of destiny. Hades stood alone atop the highest cliff in the underworld, where the land seemed to stretch endlessly into darkness, and whispers of forgotten souls echoed through the air. Below him, the realm danced with ghostly flames, the torches flickering their eerie glow against the backdrop of an eternal night. As he gazed down, the spirits swirled like mist, a spectral river in constant flow, too many lost souls to count, each with a story untold. The dance of shadows beneath was a testament to his dominion, to the timeless nature of the ruler's reign over the dead. Above him, the twilight of the sky bore an ethereal portrait of mighty Zeus and majestic Poseidon. Their image was faint, a distant echo among the stars, transcended by the weight of his powerful presence. To Hades, they were like fleeting memories, brothers with ages past and shores unvisited. From this vantage point, Hades appeared as a monument unto himself, resolute against the waning sky, shadows falling long and dark behind his indomitable form. His expression was one of strength, his determination undiminished. Hades felt the stillness of eternity around him, an echo of his immortal purpose. Though the world would change and destinies unfold, his rule would remain eternal and unwavering, a legacy carved deep in the stones beneath his feet. This dramatic tableau closed with a wide shot of the underworld from his lofty perch, a scene somber yet majestic, like a black ocean stretching outward. The undercurrent of death was as persistent as life itself. Hades, unmoved by the passage of time or tide, stood strong, the final note fading yet resonant. In the vastness of the underworld, his silhouette was the emblem of solemn duty, an everlasting shadow cast across the realms of the dead. Feared, misunderstood, and eternal, Hades is more than a god of death. Like, comment, and subscribe to explore the forgotten truths of the underworld.